In this episode, we're going to talk about mixed meter and the sound of wind, so stick around. I am Matthew David Fritz, and welcome to another episode where we go under the hood to look at the nuanced techniques of Chords of a Man music. Today we're going to be talking about the effects that we put into the song Chasing the Wind off our newest album, Something More Is Here. And those effects would be wind and also some mixed meter, as well as some filtered drums and some other modulations. But we're going to talk mainly about the wind effect and also the meter. So first of all, this song was called Chasing the Wind, so I thought for the sake of prosody and for the sake of the sound design that I was implementing throughout this album, I'm going to record some wind. Well, it's easier said than done because wind doesn't really make any sound in itself. I tried. I took my microphone, I took it outside on a windy day, and I held it up, and there really wasn't a whole lot going on. You just get a lot of this rippling effect. I'll demonstrate. I have a mic here set up. This is what I'm speaking on, and my breath is like wind, so if I blow on it to emulate the wind, you hear a rippling effect. It doesn't really sound like wind howling as we know it. It just sounds like some rippling. Anyway, you've heard that before when you take mics outside. That's what happens. So what I had to do was realize, okay, the sound that I'm going for is actually the sound of the wind through the trees or through the leaves or blowing debris, something like that. So I took a microphone and I shielded it from that direct wind gust so that it's not flapping around on the diaphragm, but rather I'm just picking up the noise that the wind is creating. So on a windy day where it was whipping through the trees, I opened my door outside my recording studio here, and I just held it up for a while, wait for the wind gust to go through the trees, and you hear that whistling through the branches and through the leaves, and that's the sound that you get. Now, I'm going to play that for you and show you what I captured and how I made it a little bit more appropriate for the song. Looking at the screen, I have the two tracks where I inserted the wind effect. I'll play those for you. It's subtle, but it works. It's actually two stereo tracks, and I even shifted them a little bit to the right on this one and a little bit to the left on that one, and pan this one all the way right, pan this one all the way left, just to give you more of a fuller spectrum when listening to that. So I put that in the beginning of the song, and I believe it's also at the ending. Yeah, there it is at the ending as well. I can play that. And it trails off to nothing. So that's the wind effect for that song. So the other unique thing about this song is the mixed meter. In other words, the song is written half in a 3/4 time signature and half in a 4/4, or better said, half in a triple meter and half in a quadruple meter. And I wrote the song originally all in a triple meter, but then I just wanted to hear a little contrast from the verses to the chorus. So I ended up experimenting and writing the verses in quadruple meter and then figuring out how to mesh them together. This is kind of what it sounds like. You can see this part here is in the triple meter. Right where it begins, 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now it switches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got the hand claps. A little bit of 80s pop there. Now my knowledge increased and my heart never ceased to know wisdom, folly, and madness. So when it goes back into the chorus, it switches back to triple. Here under the sun, like chasing the wind, like chasing the wind, and so it will end right where it begins, like chasing the wind. I like to think that that aspect of the song, switching meters, also is emblematic of chasing the wind. You can try to vary things up, you can try to mix things up, try to spice it up, and you can use all kinds of techniques, but in the end you're just chasing the wind, right? It's all been done before. Nothing's new under the sun. So doesn't hurt to try though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time when we go under the hood to look at more techniques. Take care.